We had a little bit of a meeting just to kind of frame our minds for what to expect in this upcoming preseason and upcoming season. And then, we got out on the field and, I think everybody's excited for the first day. And in many ways, it's good to get out there, but it's also good to get, some of the young guys are a little nervous and get their legs underneath them and get a training session underneath them before we get to Arizona and then the real work begins. So it was a fairly light training session, but really good energy. And, I think it set the tone for the whole preseason in a really good way.
You have a lot of youth in this team, and a few leaders absent due to national team duty. So what is kind of the goal of this early with these young guys in this early part of the game?
Well, I think to integrate them and now see where they measure up, versus our normal roster guys. And then, it's also an opportunity, I think, for some of our guys who aren't our main leaders to show some big leadership qualities. So, I think Felipe's shown that over the year. A couple of years we've been here. Sean Davis now has a chance, I think, to really start to emerge a little bit more as a big leader in our group. Ryan Mira, Sal Zizzo, Mike Grella, trying to, now that these guys are around and they know what the expectations are, to see if they can take a bigger role in the everyday workings of what we do. So that part, I think, will be great.
You're playing a lot of MLS competition in preseason out in Arizona, part of the Desert Diamond Classic. What's the thinking behind playing your peers early on in the process?
Well, we originally went to Arizona this year in case we might draw a Central American or Mexican opponent in the first round of CCL. We draw Vancouver, but the good thing about being there that we knew in case we drew an MLS opponent is there are a lot of MLS teams down there. So we'll be able to get after it with good competition right away. In years past, we've kind of played a college team and then maybe a second division team and maybe only one MLS team by the end of the first round of preseason. But now we'll get 3 good opponents, and I think it'll help us prepare a little bit more for what to expect come February 22nd.
And looking ahead to that game, what unique challenges are present now that you have to play an extremely competitive match earlier in your cycle?
It's awesome. First of all, it's I think a big motivation for us and throughout this whole preseason. But it just means that, along with all the things that you get in preseason, which are getting back together, creating team unity, having a good group that enjoys spending time together, getting up fitness, getting your sharpness back, I think there's a real urgency that every moment that we're on the field really matters, and we can't waste any time, and we have to physically and mentally get the most out of every day to give ourselves the best chance for success come that quarterfinal match. So I know we have the group that can do that in a big way, and it'll be fun. It'll be a fun challenge for us.